Good morning, guys. Now we have got a lot in store today, but first of all, I wanted to kick it off by showing you guys the most incredible beach. Now I've come all the way down to this spot called Mystery Bay. I'm going to be camping in the area. There are some beautiful beaches, rock pools. First things first, I'm going to throw the drone up, show you guys exactly where I am right now because this water is stunning, and then we'll walk on down to the beach. When I got bait this morning, I did go into the local fishing shop just to get some tips on the area as well. They did say that rock fishing is probably where I'm going to have the most amount of luck. So whether we do it at this beach here or maybe go closer towards the campsite, the whole coastline is quite rocky. So I guess it's really just about finding like the safest spot to do it. There's so many of these beautiful rock pools around, and that tide is currently going out, so I feel like they're just going to continue to appear as we keep exploring. Because it's still so early in the morning, I'm thinking we might just go for a drive, suss out what else is in the area. There might potentially be a better spot, so let's go check it out. I can't say I've seen a single person fishing, which I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign, but what I thought we might do while we're killing a little bit of time, so we might go check out this little rock pool, and I think there's also a sea cave. I feel like it's not low enough tide to get over to the sea cave, so I'm just walking over to the little rock pool area. When I was walking over here though, I did see a couple of really good spots that I think we could do some fishing from, so I reckon we'll go for a little bit of a swim. It is a lot warmer today than it has been the last couple of weeks, but the water is still freezing, which is definitely to be expected. in the exact spot that I said would be good for fishing. There's literally people fishing there, so that is absolutely a good sign. I might just chill out here for a little bit and then I think I'll head on over. All right, bag is packed. We are going to get a fish. It's going to happen. I will stay out there for as long as I need to, although maybe I shouldn't say that because I literally never catch a fish. Let's be real, but today's the day. Oh my god, did I actually catch something? No keepers, unfortunately, although I do feel a little bit better when I go fishing. Even if I catch something that I can't cook, I feel like that still counts. So I'm thinking it's still relatively early in the afternoon. We might go suss out the campground because it's sort of like first in best dress. So there's some cliff spots and then there's some bush spots. I'd say there's about 5 waterfront spots and they're all taken, which look, I'm not really shocked about that. I would be getting that spot and staying there for at least a week if I did get one of those. So instead I've kind of come up the back. Like I've got this really beautiful and peaceful little bush camp, so I reckon we'll get set up for camp here. We are a little bit of a distance from the water, so I might go for a bit of a walk, suss out where everything is. There is actually showers and toilets here as well, which is amazing, and then we'll cook up some dinner, get a fire going. I can already tell it's going to be very cold, although not nearly as cold as it was in the Blue Mountains. I almost forgot to tell you guys, I did a little DIY bush mechanic install onto the PT. So I finally installed spotlights, which I'm super excited for. I went with the brand Road Vision. Now, I don't do a ton of nighttime driving, but I do get up for sunrise a lot and I do stay out for sunset. So I think it's just safer to have them. A few of you did suggest I get a winch and I promise you one is on the cards. I will not be doing a DIY install for that one though. I feel like that's the safest option. So I reckon we'll go suss out this campsite. I don't think I'm too keen to go fishing this afternoon now, just because I feel like I'm gonna have to lug all of my stuff out there. So I reckon we just go check it all out and then we'll come back to camp. So we've got the toilets there, and then I'm assuming that that is the shower. For dinner, I'm actually just gonna make a pizza, but because my new obsession is the air fryer, I'm just gonna use the air fryer to make the pizza. A few of you are asking about the draw of the air fryer. Honestly, it's actually not much at all, so I'll make a point to show you guys when I've got the air fryer going. I find most of the time the ingredients for the pizza base is usually 2 parts flour to 1 part Greek yogurt. However, on occasion like today, I am having to add in a little bit more flour, so just judge it as you go. These are definitely going to be smaller pizzas just because obviously it's a mini air fryer, but I'm going to top this with some chicken that I've already got pre-prepared. So I'm just going to coat this in barbecue sauce because we're going to go for more of like a smoky barbecue pizza, and then we're going to layer on all the other ingredients. As far as what that is drawing, so right now that is drawing 80 amps. I'm probably gonna have that running for like 10-15 minutes for the pizza, but I have noticed that once it reaches a certain temperature, it actually backs off of the amps. So I guess it's not that consistent power draw. Right now I'm sitting at 96% on my battery. I'm probably gonna make about 2 pizzas, so I'll let you guys know what we finish on at the end of that. The pizza's only been in there for 10 minutes, but oh, okay. The topping is ready, but the base isn't. This is typically the case when I'm cooking it on a fry pan as well, so that might be worthwhile cooking the base in the air fryer a little bit first. I almost forgot to give you guys an update, so it's currently sitting on 94%. So I've put the second base into the air fryer. I'm gonna let that maybe cook down for 5 minutes or so, but let's try this. It's actually not as bad as what I thought it was going to be. It's quite a thin base, but you can just tell that it's a little bit more on the dough side outside of the crust. I don't think pizza could ever taste bad, so I still feel like this tastes really good, but I feel like it'll be a lot better with the base, that little bit more cooked. So 2 pizzas cooked, battery is sitting on 90%. So I feel like 6% is really not that much in the grand scheme of things, considering a total combined cooking time was probably between 20 to 25 minutes. I have got the other 2 bases cooking as well, so I forgot to check it before I turned that off, but either way, very well worth it. And I would say cooking the base worked out so much better. So I cooked it for about 4 minutes in the end. I feel like the fire was having a bit of a moment before, but it seems a little bit less smoky. Now, as far as tomorrow goes, we've actually got a fair bit of driving to do. So I've got some really cool spots that I want to tick off my list as we go further south. So I will see you guys tomorrow for a very cool but jam-packed day. So I'm pretty much all packed down now. I'm about to head off, but this morning I got up, did a little workout, had my coffee. As far as actually working out on the road, I know a lot of you ask how I actually do stay active, so I thought I'd actually show you, because when you're traveling, obviously traveling light is the most ideal situation. I don't always have access to a gym, although I'm a big believer in weight-based training. So for many years, I was actually a personal trainer and a Pilates instructor. That's actually my long-term goal. I definitely want to have my own Pilates studio one day. So what I actually carried with me, so I carry 2 dumbbells, a mat, heap of bands. So I actually have a lot of equipment. I just keep it in my back seat. That way it's just super easy to pull out and actually do a workout, so that way there's no excuses. But we've got about an hour and a half drive, so we're going to get on the road now. I cannot wait to show you this spot we're heading to. I would say it's a lesser known spot. Maybe it's not as hidden as I thought. There is literally an entire like tour bus of kids at the start, so I'm gonna race down here, hopefully get there before they do. But I've come out to this spot called Woollogot Gap, I think it is. So it is this beautiful beach that's like sort of like in this beautiful cove. So there's like towering cliffs on either side, but I think the beach is like 50 meters, so it's quite a small space, but very picturesque. It's like a 600-meter walk, so not too far at all. There was one more spot that I wanted to tick off my list, and I'm pretty keen to relax on the beach because today is such a perfect day. But I've come down to this town called Eden, and they have this beautiful rock pool. This is called the Asling Rock Pool, I think it is. But one of the reasons I love New South Wales coastline is because they have got so many of these beautiful like man-made rock pools, and they are literally so perfect. So I'm going to throw the drone up, and then I'm definitely going for a swim whilst I'm here. But guys, that wraps up this week's video. This part of the coast is stunning. I actually haven't come down this far south of New South Wales up until now. I've always sort of cut through just behind Canberra, but I'm definitely keen to hug the coast as much as I can. So I will see you guys all next week for another really exciting adventure.